Is this the end of Boston Rob and Parvati? What about Adam? You know, I don't think this is the end of their game. I think I know a way that they can salvage their game, and I'm going to tell you how. So finally on the Blue Tribe, what do we have? We have Michelle and Jeremy taking charge. They have finally come out of their shell. They said, this is the time, now's the time that we have to come out and we have to make a move, because they've been waiting for weeks, and they finally came out and made their move. And it all started with a little Adam slip up. So at the beginning of the episode, Adam says that he is ready to take charge of this game. He said he is tired of the big dogs having control. And by big dogs, he's referring to Boston Rob, Parvati, and Ethan. He says, no, it is time now for us to take control of this game. So he gets everybody on board. He gets Jeremy, Michelle, and Ben is like, yeah, because I'm tired of alpha male Rob running the show. So Ben gets on board. He gets everybody on board. He even talks to Denise. He even tells Denise his plan. He says, yes, I'm tired of the big dogs because the big dogs are running the show, but yet I kind of want to work with the big dogs. I want to work with Rob and I want to work with Ethan. I want them on our side. I just want Parvati gone because she's very, very threatening. So, you know, in a way I'm not getting the logic, because on the one hand, he's saying that Parvati is very threatening, but yet Boston Rob and Ethan aren't. I don't get it. He wants to target the big dogs, but he wants to work with the big dogs too. Okay. So he wants to get rid of one of their allies, which is Parvati. Maybe he feels like he can't work with Parvati. Maybe he feels like this is someone that if he gets on board with Parvati, that they won't be able to, that he can't work with her, that she'll like go off on her own way. He wouldn't be able to control the situation. Well, I don't know why he thinks he can control the situation with Boston Rob either, because Boston Rob is not one to be controlled. He's the one to want to be in control, as we have all seen from his past and his present. So I'm not getting at him thinking that they're in control, I want to get rid of them, but yet then I also want to work with them. I don't know. I don't get it. But anyway, another thing I don't get, Denise. Adam goes to Denise and he tells Denise his plan. He says, I really kind of want to work with Boston Rob and Ethan. Okay, so Denise is like, yeah, okay. And he says, so we're going to target Parvati. And Denise is like, yeah, okay. And so he says he wants to stay in their good graces. And Denise is like, yeah, okay. And then later on, Adam goes and he talks and he tells his plan to both of them, Ethan and Rob. And when Denise finds out about it from Michelle, Denise is like, oh, what? Why would he do that? I don't understand. Now, maybe Denise had to go along with it. I'm going to give her the benefit of the doubt. Maybe she had to play the, what? Are you serious? Boss Rob actually told them, because he taught her plan. He taught her the plan. He told her the plan before he went to them. Well, I don't know the timeline, but I'm assuming that he told her that he was going to do that beforehand, that he was going to try to stay in their good graces so that they can work together. So I'm thinking that Adam's plan must have been, because he's playing both sides, he wants to get rid of one of their allies, but then he wants to bring Denise along with him. So maybe it's Adam, Denise, and Boston Rob and Ethan. And he wants the four of them to like go on to the end together. That's what it sounded like his plan was to me. But I guess Denise got a little scared when Michelle came and told her, oh, well, he told Boston Rob our plan. And Denise is like, oh, I can't believe it. Did he really? Why would he do that? Denise, you knew it. You knew it. He told you beforehand. So anyway, Denise goes to tribal council and she votes with Ben, Michelle, and Jeremy, which, okay. You know, this is the thing, Denise. What I don't get is, number one, why you're so surprised when Adam told you. And number two, I don't get why, if you have, why don't you go along with the plan since you said okay to the plan to begin with? Because if it were you and Adam and Parvati and Ethan and, if it were you and Adam And Boston Rob and Ethan, if it were the 4 of you, you could still take out the 3 of Ben, Michelle, and Jeremy. You would still be in a majority. So I guess Denise figured she didn't want to be in that majority. So why didn't you just tell Adam that to begin with? I don't get it. Isn't he your one closest ally? I'm not really sure what's going on in Denise's mind. Let's think about this logically, Adam. You watch Boston Rob. When Danny targeted Parvati, he decided to get rid of Danny. So he got rid of someone in his own alliance in order to save Parvati. So why do you think that he's not going to do the same thing to someone who is outside of his alliance when they target Parvati? I don't know. Maybe you can answer this question for me, because I don't get why he's going to go and he's going to tell Boston Rob that. But, you know, kudos to Parvati. She has these 2 strong men who she was like the number 1 for both of them, and they're protecting her. So, hey, great game so far. Yeah, you might be down in numbers, but obviously you have something. There's something there. There's something there now for you, Parvati, because number 1, Denise, a few episodes ago, was about to give you part of an idol, and you have these 2 guys who are like protecting you, like to the maybe even the detriment of their own game, in order to save you. So Parvati, you know, girl, you got it going on, and you keep up doing what you're doing, even though you might have to maybe kind of wheel in someone else, like maybe smooth someone else on that trial. Now, on the other hand, Michelle this week in Twitterverse tweeted that, oh, I thought that I was in Winners of War, but I was hoodwinked. She's like really upset because she wasn't getting very much of an edit. But now, guess what? Michelle, you got your edit this week. You go, girl. Because you went and you got turn this whole game around when you guys decided to go ahead and target Ethan instead of Parvati, which personally I thought was a better idea anyway. I even said last week, I commented on another post that I thought that Ethan was the most logical choice for this alliance to go for, because I said that you don't want to, he's probably the one that's like the most expendable out of the 3 in the alliance of Boston Rob, Parvati, and Ethan, if you want to remain strong for the challenges. Because, you know, if you keep losing the challenges, then guess what? You keep losing, because if you weaken your tribe and then you keep losing challenges, you might vote out the big people, the people outside of your alliance, but guess who's next? You're next. So you don't want to weaken your tribe. So getting out Ethan is probably the safest out of the 3. If you have to do one of those 3, he's probably one of the safest of your 3. And I'm just saying, I said that last week. I'm just saying. So I think that Michelle and Jeremy and Denise got together, probably Ben too, but I don't know how much of a decision maker he's been in this whole alliance. But I think that they got together and they decided that they're going to go with Ethan instead, because they're trying to send a message to Boston Rob and they're trying to send a message to Adam that, you know what? There's a new sheriff in town. We are running this show. You're not running this show now. So no, we're not going to vote for Parvati like you tried to get us to do, Adam, and play both sides. And we're not voting for Adam, Boston Rob, like you're trying to get us to do to save your alliance. We're going to vote for Ethan because we're running this show. And I think that that is the reason why they did it, which I'm going to say for another reason, I'm glad that they did at least make that choice instead of Parvati, because, hey, come on now. There have been all women on Edge of Extinction. What's up with that? Okay, we need a guy over there. We can't just vote out all the women on a show because, come on, then they're just all guys. No. We're not gonna go there. We're not gonna vote out all of the women. No, sorry, not gonna happen. So anyway, how can Boston Rob now going forth, how can he save his game? And how can Adam save his game? Okay, well, I thought of some scenarios. First of all, Boston Rob, now everybody is kind of like not liking Adam. You know, you've got your Jeremy, Michelle, Ben alliance who are like, oh, he's going to try to play both sides. Oh, no, he didn't. Oh, no, he didn't. No, maybe we ought to turn the tables on him. And now maybe we ought to target him because he's got to go. And if you saw the scenes from next week, you see that they are saying that, oh, Adam has to go. Now, so they're targeting Adam. Now, Boston, if you saw the scenes for next week, Adam is like kind of groveling to the group, and he's saying, oh, I'm really sorry. I'm sorry that I told him. I guess that was a bad idea. But you know, who knows what he's really thinking? I think that it is to probably Boston Rob's best interest and Adam's best interest to now team together. Now, I do understand that Boston Rob, that he did come and he targeted Parvati. Okay, I get that. But now he's kind of on the chopping block and he has to do something to save his own skin. Now, if Boston Rob wants to save his own skin and his alliance, and he knows that the others are gunning for him, he and Parvati should probably team up with Adam and try to reel Denise in. Because really, since Adam and Denise are pretty close, all Adam has to go and tell her is, well, Denise, the reason why I did it was because I told you that we had to get them, you know, on our side. And we didn't want to tick them off if we voted out Parvati. So we had to like let them know, give them a warning. So if he can get Denise back on his side, and I think maybe there may be something there, especially she may be able to really trust him, seeing as though that he gave her back the idol and he's been kind of true to her, and he told her what he was going to do anyway. So if it was the four of them, now you have four, and guess what? The other Jeremy and Michelle and Ben are only three. You can have 4 against 3. So if Adam, if they're targeting you, and Boston Rob, you know that they're targeting your alliance, you 4 can get together and crush the 3. Now, if you're Michelle and Jeremy, I think what you now have to do, you have to make Adam believe that you believe him. You make him believe, yes, okay, Adam. Okay, yeah, we accept your apology. We believe you, because you need to still target Boston Rob or Parvati. You need to still target one of them and get one of them out to save your own alliance, because you don't want a 4 against 3. If Adam is now his back's against the wall and he pulls in Denise and now they're gonna be out to get you guys. You don't want that to happen. So you have got to let Adam know that you trust him, that, oh, it's okay. Okay, we understand why you did it. Just don't do it again. And, you know, just give him a little scolding like this. But then you need to turn around and you need to we can either Boston Rob, get him out, or get Parvati out. And then you can target Adam next time. If there is a next time, because there might be a tribe swap. I don't think it's going to be next week, because they did not show that in the previews, but I think that is coming up soon. So that is my analysis of this week's episode of the Blue Tribe. And I'm going to be back next time to talk about the Red Tribe. So if you like my video, please hit that subscribe button so you can see my next one. And hit that like button and comment below. Do you agree with me or do you disagree with me? What do you think? Do you think that it would be a good idea for Rob and Parvati to try to team back up with Adam, even though Adam might not trust him because they just tried to vote him out, but then again, he was targeting Parvati? Or do you think that it's a good idea for Michelle and Jeremy to kind of bring Adam in and just let him believe that they do trust him and they want to work with him, and then slit his throat afterwards? So tell me what you think.